Meat from cloned animals will soon be hitting grocery store shelves, and new Health Canada regulations will not require meat producers to label whether the beef or pork is coming from a cloned animal. We have heard of cloned situations in the past, but now they're hitting the grocery store shelves. So what can you tell us?
Well, I think a lot of people are concerned. About 2 weeks ago, we were hearing from different industry leaders that Health Canada was going to move ahead, considering the offsprings of cloned animals, not the cloned animals per se, to be sold without any labels, without any risk assessment whatsoever. Also, Health Canada doesn't intend to send out a press release to let Canadians know. So there's a lot of unknowns here, and I think a lot of Canadians are caught by surprise. And if you look at social media right now, a lot of people are a little upset by the fact that these products aren't going to be labeled at all. So you and I won't know whether or not the product actually is coming from cloning whatsoever.
Why are they cloning at all? Do we need to do this?
Well, the intent, I mean, it's essentially cloning is about optimizing the genetic pool of a herd, I guess. If there is an animal out there that you feel that has actually provided to the market, the perfect steak with the perfect marbling, you want to, well, recreate that animal. That's what cloning is. We're not talking about lab-grown meat here. That's totally different. Cloning is about optimizing animal genetics, essentially. So it's by cloning another animal that is perfect for the market, and you do that instead of just going through artificial insemination, which is really the conventional way to do it.
Okay, so I guess, is the government listening to people's concerns?
I'd say yes. I mean, the science is pretty clear from a food safety perspective. There shouldn't be any concerns at all. I mean, there's actually a lot of literature on this issue the last 25 years, but the science is not really the problem here. It's the silence, really, I think, because if you're concerned about cloning, you'll know that there's some trial and error. So if you're an animal welfare activist, if you care about animal welfare, you may be concerned about cloning in general. We do label halal products, kosher products, and a lot of people are wondering, well, why not clone animals as well? So that darkness within the supply chain is making a lot of people feel uneasy.
Yeah, there's been no clear direction as to why they're not labeling this. It's not good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would want to know, just out of curiosity, if nothing else.
I would too. I would too. Honestly, I think we're again repeating the same mistake. We saw that with GMOs back in the 90s. It entered our food supply, and now we have several people concerned about genetic engineering, and we're not labeling that. There's a voluntary labeling policy in Canada for genetically modified ingredients, but it's not mandatory. And again, we're just not allowing consumers to befriend any technological advancements within the supply chain.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, so nutritionally wise, going back to the actual clone meat, it's fine as far as you know for people to eat?
Well, Jennifer, if I give you two pieces of meat, one is conventional, the other one is cloned, you won't be able to tell the difference, to be honest, okay? Because you're basically recreating the same animal. However, if it is labeled and I offer you the cloned meat half price, which one would you choose?
And there it is, the pricing situation.
Exactly.
So it might be cheaper meat in the end.
Well, it costs less. Eventually, it will cost us for the industry to produce meat. So again, without labeling, how can consumers possibly benefit from these technological advances? That's really the matter here.
Well, and we know what meat prices are doing at present.
Exactly,
so.
Especially beef.
Yes, especially beef. Yikes. All right, well, thank you so much, Sylvain. Always a pleasure to see you. That's Sylvain Charlebois, Dalhousie Agri-Food Analytics Lab. Thanks.